Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 16, Week 10, Day 1. So, today is the last day of Firebombs. Enjoy them while you can. Today's pretty much the last day you'll ever see Firebombs in PvP. As they're not impossible to see in a new format, but it is exceedingly unlikely that you'll be seeing 4 times Firebomb in the new format ever. So, yeah, we might need to go hunt some today. As well as the other, easy team, just as a send-off for them. Probably also the last day that we're going to be tracking all of the orbs, as it has officially been 1 year mark as this next patch comes out. And next patch should be tomorrow night. Aside from that, anything else? I guess just the normal stuff that we normally have on Mondays. And I did forget, in the Monday video, yeah, we have already had a Silverglade event. I believe I already have the Pet Max. So, I don't even think we need to do the trial battles. I believe we already are done, because we just have it maxed already. We go double check. I'm pretty sure we do. I've checked my collections. I check unowned. Yep, it is definitely not here. The only ones we still have to do are Cinemirage, McGrim Woods, Sword's Edge, Kaziel, and Shantang. And of course the New Kingdom. Obviously New Kingdom coming next week will also need to be done at some point. Not sure when they're getting event, if not immediately. Because there's a chance we get the Starry Pet for them earlier than these 5, as weird as that may seem. Even though the Kingdom's coming out on Monday, there's a chance we're also getting its Starry Pet on Monday. I don't think that's been confirmed yet, but it probably will. That's generally when it would happen. Like, you know, the first event week it has. And that would be the first event week it has. So, I'm not sure, because we've never had this happen before. A Starry Pet coming out as of a New Kingdom. Because this came out between when we last got a New Kingdom. So I'm not sure, but there is a chance we actually get the Starry Pet for the New Kingdom before these 5, oddly enough. Simply because we might be getting it next week, and if not next week, probably within the next few weeks. Anyways, we're also getting the Kingdom Pet during that exact same week too, so it makes sense. That Wednesday, which is actually funny. That would be the first time ever, if that does happen, that we'll get the Starry Pet before the Kingdom Pet, because the Kingdom Pet doesn't release until Wednesday. But the Starry Pet for the Kingdom might be released by Monday. But I'll have to wait and see. Anyways, let's start getting into things. We'll probably just mess with the world event first. As far as world events, we have 2 options. Throw Leprechaun into anything, or, of course, Secra. And you know what we're going to run? Secra. And, yeah, let's go for it. I might run it with Sun and Moon as well. I didn't want to show it in the video because it's $5 money locked. But we have it and might as well get our value from it. Though, we did get it for free way back in the day. So these days, if you want to get it, it is $5 money locked. However, it is actually kind of okay in this situation, as it allows you to use Hero while also having full AoE. Though, there isn't too much of a benefit that we're really getting from Hero. You could easily replace it for the other yellow-purple, whatever his name is. I forget it. Vanya something. This thingy. You'd easily replace it out for... Or honestly, you could even replace it out for Phoenix. Should we? Well, Phoenix is just doing true damage. If we're killing off a physical, it won't really matter. Technically, we could just run anything that hits all enemies really hard. Even run the Gem Dragon. Gem Dragon probably has a better kill range. Wait, do we have access to purple Gem Dragon? I guess we do, don't we? Wait, hold up. I'm just gonna run the Gem Dragon. Oh, but the Gem Dragon's not an elf, though. Yeah, that'd be the reason for running as Hero. But, the other thing counts as elf, too. Vanya. Right? No, it's Undead Mystic. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, we're just gonna go with, that's fine. We'll go with Sun and Moon. This allows us to still count as an elf. And it is, unfortunately, a little bit of an annoying weapon to get in the current state of the game. As is completely money locked. However, we have it, so we're going to use it. Might as well. Purple green. I just didn't want to show it for the video because I generally try never to build around them, ever. But this is one situation where it is slightly better to run it. Honestly, out of all the money locked weapons, this is one of the few that's ever even remotely slightly used. Slightly less so ever since Vanya came out because it's basically the same color for the same thing. But this allows you to do the elf typing. Which is exactly what we need in this exact situation, so we're going to roll with it. Oh yeah, I need to equip my medals. Oh no, I didn't want to say no to that. No! The warning menu. Alright, well, let's try it again. Let me go get my buff. Luckily for this first fight, that's not going to matter at all, not having the buff. Though, of course, it will later on. So let me go claim all of our thingies. This is why we have the Sun and Moon. It just allows killing a little bit quicker. Not that big a deal, though. And we got 18 minutes, which is the currency for this event. Just take higher rarities. Pretty straightforward, as per usual. Anyways, so before I forget again, let me go claim all of our thingies. I'll claim all these. It looks like the guild's going pretty deep already. Everyone's doing their battles. We already got our medal. Let me go set it because it's not going to warn me again. So let me go. That's not what I want. Get me my medal. Not that medal. Yeah, this medal. 20% into damage and damage. And now we have 120% more damage. Okay, let's go to our battles. The 12 Chimes events. Anyways, let's go through this. Anyways, hello everyone. I didn't say hellos yet. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful week. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend just the last weekend. Hello, yeah. Hello, Bill. Hello, Jason. Hello, Timmy. Hello, Daddy Shark. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Defiant. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Tyrion, and welcome to the guild. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Glorfindel. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Chad. Hello, Andreja. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Solitary. Hello, Maximus. Can you craft Sun and Moon? No. It is purely a $5 money-locked weapon in the current state of the game, unless you got it for free like 8 years ago, or 8.5 years ago. It came out a long while ago. It came out, it was one of the first 10 weapons added to the game. It's really ancient. But it's like 8.5 years old. It was at one point free for like barely any glory at all. But in the current state of the game, it is purely a $5 money-locked weapon. There's no other way alternative to get it. I wish they would. Like, make it, like, super costly to craft in Soulforge or something. But it is purely a paid weapon now if you didn't get it for free way back when. So it's technically a free-to-play weapon, but it's technically not unless you've played for, like, since ancient times in this game. Which is when we got it. But most people obviously weren't playing back then. Because that was, like, the first year of the game release. Hello, Chris. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Imperial. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So for the most part, it's a money-locked weapon, even though technically it's not a money-locked weapon. Let me just take a purple. Yeah, I try to never build around them, but this is the one situation where it actually will save us like 5 minutes using it. It's not that big a deal, though. But it allows us to use hero while still having AoE damage, because under this current restriction, we don't have it otherwise. I don't think we have a single elf that hits all enemies as consistently as we would with this right now. Because if I type in all enemies here and make it elf... Actually, that one legend might, but it keeps sacrificing a troop. But you can just sacrifice Malkadessa. So you know what? You actually do have an alternative. The alternative would be to run the Widow Queen instead and just sacrifice Malkadessa. So yeah, you don't have to run that. It helps you cover more colors. But yeah, you can do it without that. Oh yeah, this thing also has all enemies if you have this mythic. You can also run that there. Those would be your two alternatives. Because Enchantress doesn't hit high enough. This thing doesn't hit high enough. They both do it based on like half their magic. Similarly, that one also does it based on half its magic. So yeah, you'd either have to use Widow Queen there or the Turquoise Emperor. So there are alternatives. Let's see. Oh, well, Terry, what did you mention? Did you see on the last night 4 new mythics and keys? Plus 5 from the Soulforge yesterday after joining? Nice! Oh, I must have just like auto-claimed it and not paid attention. I didn't even notice that. I did not notice. I just clicked the claim all button and went on my way. Oh yeah, you know what YouTube added today? And it's kind of funny. My video actually got demonetized last night. Because all the weird things that, I don't think he's here right now. All the weird things that, wow, why can't I remember his name all of a sudden? You know who I'm referring to. I don't even need to finish that sentence. Wow, why do I forget his name, though? Why am I so bad with names? You know exactly who I'm trying to refer to right now, and I can't remember his name all of a sudden for some reason. But, we actually got demonetized for the first time in, like, a year. So, but they added a new timeout system. Yeah, Lester. But they added a new timeout system literally to YouTube today. So, perfect timing. Before, the YouTube system is like, I think it only had a 5-minute timeout and nothing else. Now you can time out for up to 24 hours. But yeah, we actually got demonetized, I think the first time all year last night because of that. But coincidentally, they also added a new timeout system literally the following day. So that's kind of convenient. Hopefully he will not make us have to use it. Let's see. I'll take that one now. Did he get timed out again? No, we didn't time him out. He can still talk right now. As long as he doesn't get too weird again. Because it got so weird that it literally demonetized us just from the text that was showing up on screen. Or me possibly saying some of the text that was showing up on screen. So, Only if it gets too out of hand again. He'll behave. But no, he's not currently timed out right now. He's just not here right now. Let's see. Oh, so I believe my mods can time out for that long as well. And hopefully they won't abuse that power. Oh, I thought that was to purple for some reason. Hopefully they will not abuse that power. But they do have, I believe, the ability to also time out people for up to 24 hours. Though realistically, you would just do it for a slightly bigger amount of time than what was originally like the 5 minutes. Actually, I've never even tried testing this yet. Let me see. let's go test on Tyrion, though. Put in timeout. Let's see. Yeah, we're testing this on you, Tyrion. Put user in timeout. Yes, it has a 10-second, a 1 minute, a 5 minute, a 10 minute, a 30 minute, and 24 hours. So I'm going to time out Tyrion for 10 seconds. There we go. I'm timing out my own mod. You've been timed out, Tyrion. And now in 10 seconds, you'll be able to chat again. Before, they only had a 5-minute option. And now they have up to a 24-hour option. Though the only one that you could do that's in between there is half an hour, which is a little bit weird. You think there'd be like an hour timeout or something? But it's either 30 minutes or 24 hour or 10 seconds or whatever the other numbers I just said. No, there's no custom timeout. There's like 6 or 7 options. Though realistically, those 6 to 7 options cover most everything. And I barely ever use that. Very rare that anyone ever gets like too out of hand. And even then, I almost more so just ignore it rather than even bother timing them out. Yeah, I know. Slowly but surely, YouTube is updating to have actual features. It might take them about 10 years to catch up to Twitch, but they're getting there. Slowly but surely, they're getting there. Oh, what do we need? Take a purple. This isn't one-shot range, right? No, not yet. Because what I want to do with this is hit all of them into one-shot range and then hit them out. Oh, wait, yes, it is one-shot range. I keep forgetting, duh. We have 200% extra damage right now. I keep forgetting that. It's so rare that we get a world event these days. I'm actually getting used to not getting world events. They're actually so infrequent. But I forgot. We have like 1 billion damage right now. If we ever were to cast something. Like, this is one-shot still. Yeah, it is. You're just doing like 200-something damage. Alright, do I have any alignment there? Not really. I'm just gonna take a purple. All we really need to do on these earlier battles is get our full AoE ready. And then we go poke them all down. From new account, last year, Christmas to Dragon's Peak in just under a year. Nice. Yeah, we are a decently big guild. We do play rather casually these days, but we are still in like the top like 0-something% of guilds. You know, like the decimal of percent. Like, we're still top 30. We do have quite a bit of contribution. Not as much as some of the super hardcore guilds out there, but we're still pretty high up there. We've gotten a bit more casual over the years, but we're still pretty high up there. Not back in our, like, first place Guild Wars kind of days. We're still pretty active. Speaking of which, we're going to be doing a ton of PvP starting tomorrow. Of course, for any of you that don't know, we should be getting, and by should be, I mean we definitely are. It's pretty much confirmed, even though they haven't confirmed it. But we are getting the version 7.3 patch tomorrow. We covered a video going over all the weekly stuff and, you know, kind of teased it a little. But, you know, still happening tomorrow. We'll be going over all that when it does. So one thing that we'll do tonight is we'll actually do a small little bit of normal PvP. And by normal PvP, I mean PvP as we know it today. Keep in mind, this PvP will still exist, kind of. The PvP that you know and love, the one that exists right now, that mode is still in the new PvP system. However, the battles that you see there are going to be different. Because right now, they are based on defend teams. Like, you know, you can set a specific defend team, and then your team becomes that. However, starting next patch, it will only be based on teams people actually use. So their offense team becomes their defense team, in a sense. Like, the teams that you're going to be fighting are teams people are actually using, not teams they're setting on defend. So you're not really going to see 4 times Firebomb or, you know, other stuff like that. Maybe you will. There will probably be some people, maybe, especially on alt accounts, that will run with like a 4 times Firebomb team and run with like a 4 times Treasure team or something similar. But they are going to drastically decrease how often you see that. Not because they're actually making it lower, but because people will be using it less, like substantially less. compared to in the current state of the game where you can probably still see it ever so occasionally. It'll be very rare, but you will eventually see like a 4x fire team again, Firebomb team. But you will not see them at any frequency that you currently see them today. Like you could go for a couple hours and you'll be lucky if you see one. But they will still exist, but almost no one will have them set because it's based on what team you're offensing with. Especially in the higher brackets, because as you start moving up the brackets, obviously everyone's going to be using like the most try-hard teams they have available. And it will be a different kind of atmosphere though. Because even though people will be running the meta, they're going to be running a meta that isn't made to be defensive. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Because we're going to be seeing a lot of teams we generally don't see in PvP. Especially on some of the other restrictions. But even in the main one. Because there's going to be teams that people are actually using. Not just teams that they're setting on defend. Is this good or bad? Honestly, I feel like the changes are good. I do feel like the overall PvP changes are good for the game. But it does get rid of all the cheese PvP battles, but it does equalize the battles a lot. Is I think the main thing that the update will solve, at least this initial update, is it's going to equalize the absurdly broken, beyond comparison, or beyond comprehension kind of teams, and balance out the ultra easy, you literally just look at them and they die kind of teams. We'll get like a middle ground starting next patch, where the strongest teams are weaker and the weakest teams are stronger, if that makes any sense. Kind of back how PvP almost used to be way back in the day, where people kind of just set whatever. The teams will be a bit stronger than that, especially as you move up the brackets. It's not going to be literally whatever, obviously. They're going to be pretty coherent teams still. However, it will make just everything just a little bit more equal. Harder teams won't be as hard, easy teams won't be as easy. But they will still exist. So, hello, Miss Insane. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, the update will take place around 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. It really depends when they roll it out. Obviously, it could vary by a couple hours depending on platform. But normally on Steam and mobile, it gets out by around 8-ish, 9-ish or so. This is subject to change by a few hours based on platform and based on if they get it rolling out at the right time. But yeah, it's almost always around that time. It's subject to change, but it's normally around pretty much the exact time we stream right now. Is around when the update will hit tomorrow. Though it could be a little bit later and hit around 9, which is like a half an hour from now. But normally it starts propagating around 8-ish or so. Though one thing that may make that actually a little bit later is I'm not sure how the 1 hour daylight saving times works on the update now that I think about it. So maybe the update will be a little bit closer to 9. Because I'm not sure if it takes into account the daylight savings time. Because otherwise the update would actually be closer to 9 p.m. rather than 8 p.m. But that gives us time to kind of go over the patch notes and other things that night. We actually already have the patch notes. We've had it since like Thursday last week. The only reason I haven't covered a video on it is I feel like it'll be a lot easier to comprehend me going through the game once the patch is out rather than just reading off the patch notes. Which is why we haven't kind of really done a video on it. That and we literally the previous day covered a whole video on like a... we covered like a 35-minute video on a 3-minute trailer or whatever it was. So I didn't want to cover like another 30-minute video just on the patch notes. Like just immediately after. We still will be glancing at them on patch day. Probably won't have a dedicated video to exactly the patch notes, but we will have like a bit of a summary on it in a separate video once the patch is actually out. But showing the stuff actually in-game. So hello, Zegangots. Welcome, welcome. Is this enough damage? It is not enough damage. Oh yeah, will the update reset Underspire? That is a good question. So far every update lately has. I sure hope it doesn't. I hope they fix that. But so far every update since Underspire has existed has reset Underspire. Which I assume is a glitch and not a feature. But, I don't know. We'll find out next time. But yes, there is a good chance that Underspire will get reset again. But yeah, thanks for reminding me. Maybe I only go for tier 4 this week. I might not go all the way. Because if it's going to reset again, which is the 3rd, 4th time. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go with the whole deep end. I'm just going to go for silver. And just end it on a silver gain. But yeah, there is a chance that happens again. For the 4th, 5th time, however many it's been 3rd. Every update so far has done that. I assume they would have fixed that by now, but maybe this will be the last update it still happens for, and then there forward it would be fixed. We'll find out. Tomorrow night. Does our Underspire get reset again? I said hello, Defiant, if I were to say hi. Welcome. Now, let me go kill out the Valraven. Get that out of the way. Oh, we got a free kill in there as well. Don't really need it. Oh, there's the new Chronos guy. I still never covered a video on him. I meant to today, and then I just kind of got sidetracked by other things I needed to do today. I never got around to it, but I do want to cover a video on him. At this point, it's probably going to be up sometime tomorrow. Tomorrow morning is actually Isabel's birthday. And part of that day will actually be finishing up that one game, because I want to finish it before the patch comes out for Gems of War. So tomorrow will be the last day we could do so. And I think we're almost done with it. I want to say we have like 5 hours left, give or take a little, probably less. Which means we would have finished the game in under 30 hours, which I feel like was pretty good pacing. How long it takes depends on how long everyone takes for their turn and everything like that. It looks like we're on track for like 30-ish hours, which isn't too bad for that game. It's been a lot of fun so far. It's a really addicting game. And there's a lot of replayability as well if you ever did like another playthrough, like different builds that you could do, plus different modes that you could do it in. And, well, I might need to explore them in the future, but for the rest of this year, probably won't be, but maybe sometime next year we'll revisit it and see if we can get like a 4-person multiplayer going. Sing the song with Rowlet. Sure, I'll sing happy birthday for you tomorrow night. With the Rowlet. Hey, we do still have that little thing. He's just chilling with all the other plushies on the, what would you call that? The dresser. I forgot what the thing was called for a second. Ah, we're out of battles. There we go. And we're doing pretty good pacing so far on the all rewards. Looks like we'll have it done by Thursday this week, a little bit earlier than normal. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is one of the ones where you need like 0 points to get the extra rewards. You only need 18,000, which is less than how much you need for the final stage. Quite a few of the other ones are scaled in a bit of a way where you have to do like stage 12 3 times or so. But this one, you don't even have to do it a single additional time in order to get it. You only need 18,000, and the amount that you need for stage 12 is 19,000. I'm not sure why, but World Event is scaled in a way where it is really, really free to get the final 4 stages, unlike some of the other events where it's actually quite a bit harder to get the final 4. I think it was because they tacked it onto World Event a bit after the fact, and they just kind of made it easier when they did for some reason. Not quite sure why, but they did. But can't really complain. It's actually a good thing rather than a bad thing. Gotta do even less to get all loot. I'm gonna go claim all of our little things. We've been getting a lot of legendary tasks lately. I'm not sure if it's all Tyrion or if it's everyone else in the guild also feeling like donating more. One of our objectives is today is to go do all of Adventure Board, so let's go do all of Adventure Board. Fortunately, only one of them is good, but we'll go take out all of them. Yeah, I'll still use Magnesia Team, why not? Oh yeah, there's no bonus points, that's true. I didn't put that into consideration. There's no well, that's still... That wouldn't really change it much. Because all the other ones are scaled on the bonus points as well. But yeah, there is no bonus points in Invasion, so I guess that kind of makes sense. So all of it's kind of just like longer, because the other ones were scaled a little bit more with bonus points in mind. Whereas Invasions, they didn't actually rescale the point system at all. All they really did was just tack on some extra battles you had to do. 18,000 more points. That's not that hard to do. Like, similar to the other events, it's scaled in a way where you get it done. If everyone in your guild is actively doing like a tier 3 or so, you get it done by like Thursday or Friday. Even with the new scaling. Yeah, I'm still really looking forward to the patch tomorrow night. It'll be the first time since... oh, so I didn't show the time last time. You know how long it's been since they last did a PvP rework? I know exactly when. Because the week after they did, I did a week-long stream. And then during that week-long stream, we made our guild. So 7 days prior to whatever time this says. So the last time they've done a really substantial PvP update was 2,713 days ago. Was the last time we've gotten a proper, like, PvP overhaul. That is a very, very, very long time. It's something they've been talking about for quite a while. They were originally going to do it like 5 years ago, like 2018, but then it got delayed. Similar to the treasure hunt and the arena. They eventually did the arena. They're now eventually doing the PvP rework. And now, where's the treasure hunt rework? But, yeah, that's a while. A week prior to that is the last time we've had a substantial PvP update. Doesn't mean it hasn't been changed at all since then, but the last time we've got an overhaul this big was a week prior to this date. That is a very, very long time ago. Anyways. What are we doing? We did that. Let's go to the next mode. Oh yeah, I'm doing adventure board right now. We can finish out adventure board. Oh yeah, we still got to finish out campaign, and by that I mean ignore it until all the tasks are automatically done, and then we'll have it done. Also, I already have the new legend. I mean the new mythic. We unlocked that last Monday actually. Still need to cover the video on him, but do already have him unlocked. Have I been playing the game since release? Yes. We've been playing it since the week of release. Though we did not make our guild the week of release. I didn't make the guild until like a year and a half, 2 years later or so. But yes, we have been playing essentially since release. It came out in November 2014. We've been playing it since late November 2014. Like a week after it released. Because I think it released on like the 18th or 20th or something. We started playing on like the 26th, 27th. Numbers around there. It's actually how we have that Sun and Moon weapon, because that was free the first year in 2015, I believe it came out. At the time, it costed like 80 glory or 120 glory or 200 glory or something. Nowadays, it's like $5 money locked. Though, do keep in mind, glory was way harder to get at the time. Like I say 200 glory, but 200 glory would have taken you over a week to get back in the previous state of the game. It's actually, the way that you got it is the system right now, or that they're going to be adding tomorrow, where you get like 5 of those little silver tokens a day, or however many you end up getting per day. That's used to be how you used to get glory, and the only way you used to get glory. It used to be based on your PvP rank. Way back when was the only way you got glory. You didn't get it from like doing PvP battles or anything like that. It was based on what rank you had in PvP, and if you were max rank, you were getting, I believe, 16 glory a day. So the most glory you could get per day was 16 at one point in the game. So 200 glory was quite a lot of glory. That's like 2 weeks worth of glory. Though events used to be 2 weeks long. Within the first year, I think they started doing weekly events. But events actually used to be bi-weekly when the game first came out. And then eventually became weekly and just stayed weekly forever. Once they became weekly. Alright, we did all those. That'll be done any second now. Oh yeah, don't I need to use my HP booster? Did we win yesterday? What was the state of, Oh wait, never mind. The XP bonus doesn't apply today. I forgot. Guild War's over. Aww. I guess we just save them for whenever. We'll save them when we go to PvP in a new format. Probably still be a way to quick kill stuff. Anyways, let's go to dungeons. Anything? Boo. Come on, I need that Dragonite. Oh, that reminds me. Let me buy the Dragonite right now before I forget. We're buying every last Dragonite we can get in order to get the new Celestial Dragons that are coming out tomorrow. I hope to cover a video on them potentially on Wednesday. We might immediately be able to cover a video on them. I'm gonna find out. But it really comes down to RNG. I do have enough. As long as I don't go as dry as we did on the Gem Dragons, we should be able to get them with how much Dragonite we have. The problem is, if we get just as unlucky, if not unluckier, we are definitely not going to get them by tomorrow. However, if we get like an average amount of luck, we will 100% have them by tomorrow. We just have to not get unlucky, which is easier said than done. As long as we don't, we will have them tomorrow. And then we'll go over them on Wednesday. Well, obviously tomorrow night as well. As far as the actual video on them won't be until Wednesday or Thursday. Assuming we have them by Tuesday. And we'll be opening for them on stream tomorrow night. How much Dragonite can you possibly have? We have about 9,000. The amount that you need is a variable from like 6-ish thousand to 7-ish thousand, all the way up to like 12-ish thousand. Give or take, depending on RNG. Could take less, could take more. Hello, Lester! Welcome! Also, Lester, you weren't here at the time. You got us demonetized last night. Which isn't too big a deal. Streams don't make that much money. Especially just one singular one. However, yeah, all the things you were talking about. So you better behave, because they actually, literally today on YouTube, which is quite coincidental, they updated how the timeout system works. So I can time you out for like a whole 24-hour now. Before it was like only 5 minutes at a time. So behave yourself, Lester. We will do it. Oh, I guess let's go kill this one out. Oh, okay, we'll go for explosion there. See if we can get a purple. We'll take all that. I wish I had a Cascade there. I do not. I'm going to try for purple from Sky. I did not get purple from Sky. This is the struggle of Thrall teams. They're so good until they're not. Like, whenever you get into this situation, just feel so bad with it. Like, it's inevitable to happen for almost any mana accumulator that isn't, like, Leprechaun. However, it's still awful when it happens. There's, like, mana locked out of taking anything for a while. Oh, we actually did extra turn. Nice. We do get to use Thrall before it dies. Didn't think we would there. No, I'm just going to go for it. We have 13 plus red. It has auto extra turn. And as match. Alright, there we go. And Ice Trap we didn't have to deal with. And of course we already got our Dragonite. Unfortunately, I didn't get any free one. Yeah, I think someone asked earlier. Or they were just commenting on it. But the amount of Dragonite we currently have is 8,433. The amount of Dragonite you'll need is a variable from about 70-ish thousand all the way to like 12-ish thousand, give or take, depending on if you get luckier or unluckier. But each egg itself is 550. I think on average it would take like 13-ish eggs, which is whatever 13 times 550 is, which I think is what, like almost 8,000? Actually, yeah, we're almost at just the lower end right now. And then we're gonna need more. So yeah, there's a good chance we're not gonna have enough Dragonite, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. And of course, we could be earning more Dragonite over time. If we don't have it by then, we'll be power farming this weekend to get the rest that we need for it. But we'll go from there. Anyways, plus we're gonna need like 1,200, however many it is for the dragon itself. Oh yeah, we're getting the new Christmas pet this week as well. It actually got moved up to this week instead of next week, because next week we're getting the new Kingdom pet. The one associated to Nightmare or whatever it's called. And also we're getting the Christmas event next week. I almost forgot about that too. It's starting up as well. Which is kind of weird. We're getting the Christmas pet this week and then we're having the Christmas event next week. Also, that thing's so cute. Look at it. Anyways. So, let's go and, what do we need to do? We did that, we did that. We don't need to do trials. I kind of forgot about that. Trials are already done. We've already done it for Silverglade before. So there's nothing we need to do there. We did the world event. Obviously, we're going to do Underspire, though. Maybe not, because let's see if it gets reset tomorrow. Oh, no, what do you guys think? Actually, I was going to say, let's pull it. Do I even need to pull it? It's going to be like 90% yes. I was going to poll, do you think Underspire tomorrow will get reset? Yeah, it is. Do you really think they're going to fix it? And even if they are, it's probably not going to take effect until like the patch after this patch. I feel like they'll fix it this patch so that it doesn't keep resetting Underspire. But you know it's going to reset Underspire. So, yeah, it's going to happen. I still got to do some Underspire, I think. Oh no, should we just skip Underspire? I kind of want to buy the torches and just do nothing with them. I'm not sure what to do, because you know it's going to get reset tomorrow. Is that even a question? It's more so a matter of what ends up happening and everything. You know what? I'm still going to do them. What if it doesn't? What if they actually fix the game? Oh yeah, what's the team? I don't have the team set. I think it's just Secra Infinite Loop. Like almost everything this week. Let's see. I made 2 teams for it, and I cannot remember what I ended up making. Oh yeah, I made an Amethyst quick kill. Yeah, give me that. That's actually going to be quicker than Secra. It does require the Gem Dragon, though. Otherwise, you just run a Secra build. There we go. We're just immediately killing the Drake, getting Amethyst up, and going from there. Also, one thing I didn't show for the video, you can actually run triple Amethyst. I put the other thing there just to make it a little bit less costly. But if you did get triple Amethyst trying to get your Diamantina, you can actually run triple. And we did, so we shall. The reason for this, I believe the magic does take effect immediately. I'm not sure. No, it'll actually die before trigger, so it actually doesn't really matter which one you run. So it might actually still be better to run the Drake, because I think we have our banner set to purple. So actually we'll go put the Drake back, actually. And luckily, since this is an Underworld, we can actually change it immediately. We're not stuck with it for X amount of time. We can just change it right now. Actually, might as well just repaste the team. There we go. Yeah, never mind. Actually, is better with Drake. Because I have my banner set to really heavy purple. And if he's purple, that will guarantee that we go into purple. Or as if you have the Gem Dragon there, it's RNG if it does. So we're still going to run it this way, actually. Even though we have the Gem Dragon. This is more consistent this way. Yeah, I did get the free lantern, because that might actually carry over too. I'm just going to use all my torches. If they get wiped, they get wiped. Whatever happens. I'm just hoping they finally fix it next patch. I'm pretty sure they are fixing it next patch. It's more so a question of when they fix it, does it still get reset one last time? And all future patches will be fixed? Or will it also fix this current patch? Because they're definitely going to fix it, obviously. It's more so a matter of, does it also apply to this patch, or does it not? And we'll find out tomorrow. If your Underspire is reset completely, or if it's actually finally fixed after like 3-4 patches. We want to go this way. I'm still going to do the battles. It's not going to take that long. It'll take us like, what, 5-10 minutes? Probably 10 minutes. Especially this early on, they go down like nothing. It's literally just cast Amethyst and then we win. But after this, I guess we'll go do a handout of code and do some PvP in the current state of the game. While the PvP as we know and love today, or maybe not love, but as we know it today, will still technically be in the new game, or, you know, in the game after the update. The only big difference is that there's no defend teams anymore, so you're not going to see, you know, people's defense teams. You're simply just going to see what they're using offensively. So this means you're probably not going to see 4x firebombs. You're probably not going to see, you know, let me go this way. You're probably not going to see 4x treasures, the cows, anything like that. It's going to be teams that people are actually using. But because of that, that also means no one's going to be using the ultra meta, super annoying stuff. Like, they'll still be using meta offensive teams, but a meta offensive team is different than what you would set defensively to make the AI work, which should ultimately make quite a bit of the battles easier. As a quick kill Diamantina team defensively is really weak and easy to destroy with even its mirrored battle. Like, you could literally just use the same thing and you'd win easier than it could kill you. So it'd be interesting to see how much easier that makes PvP overall. Because as I mentioned earlier, it's basically going to equalize out PvP. Your easier fights will be harder, and your harder fights will be easier, for the most part. So there still will be some really challenging fights, especially if you're lacking every option in the game. There's people who own literally everything compared to people who don't. We'll have a slight edge in the new PvP system. Whereas in the current system, you can kind of just have one team and be fine. You're going to need a lot of teams for the new PvP system. Like a lot of teams. You can't just do one team and just do the whole thing like you used to be able to. You're going to need every given week like almost a dozen different teams. Whereas currently you can run one team the whole time in PvP and be perfectly fine. And 4x Firebomb would be an interesting team for offense. 4x Firebomb can win. It is possible for 4x Firebomb to beat a battle. You just have to do it with skull only for the most part. It's definitely not impossible. Also, one other thing that's similar to 4x Firebomb that isn't 4x Firebomb that people might start doing if they do want to start doing that, like on alt accounts or something. You can win with 3x Firebomb and a hero weapon. Or 3x Firebomb and just a troop. That way people could still insta-kill the one troop. But then the rest of the team is still Firebombs. But don't give me just 5 emeralds. What is that? That is awful. Maybe I do go down that way. I have a feeling this is also going to be a dead end, but oh well. We already committed. We're going to go for it. We're already here. Sunk cost fallacy, go. Yeah, the best team would be like 3x Firebomb with like an AoEer. Like Diamantina or the new dragon. Because as long as you have a way to insta-kill that one, the rest of the team will just kill itself out. So if you run like a Zolgoth team on it, all you'd have to do is kill their one good troop. And then the Firebombs just destroy themselves. Which might be a new meta of awful teams that people might set. It would only work on alt accounts, though. I'm not sure how many alt accounts are going to bother getting that high of a rank. Probably not that many. Because you have to keep in mind, you're going to keep moving up ranks in PvP in a sense. Well, I guess not in the normal ones. Now that I think about it, maybe that won't affect it too much. Because I'm not sure if all the fights you ever fight are always based on your rank or what. Oh, it was just the other direction. We found it. Nice. Interesting. Oh, there it is. Let's go do the battle. Hey, we're already in zone 2. That's not too bad. I was expecting to full scout this floor. But we found it. Alright, I'll take that out. Get our mana. Get our AoE down. After I go finish out the last of our torches, we'll go hand out a code. And then I think we're going to go mess with a little bit of PvP. And see how much it changes going into tomorrow. And hopefully we get the patch pretty early on in the stream, so we can get straight into it. Though we might have a bit of patch notes reading at the beginning of tomorrow's stream. just because the patch might not be out immediately. Find out tomorrow. Oh, throw that down, throw that down. This team just makes Underspire so easy. Instantly get full mana, destroy everything. There we go. Alright, that's Underspire for today until it gets reset tomorrow. There we go. Alright, so next order of business. Oh, also, we got over 20,000 gems last night. Make sure to do so going into tomorrow. So, I believe all the things have been done. All that's done. Oh, yeah, I never claimed the extra campaign stuff. So, let me go claim the last of our little bit of rewards. It's not much, but a little handful of extra loot. Oh, yeah, there's some Dragonite on it. Ooh, I forgot about that. 300 gems, 2 Epic Vault Keys, 50 Dragonite there, some Curse Runes of Souls, some gold. Not a lot, but it's mostly just so we can show all this stuff a little bit earlier. And thanks to Isabel, of course. Oh, wait, that isn't even all of it. Never mind. Hold up, hold up, hold up. There's another 10 rewards here. Hold up. Forgot about these. I didn't bother claiming these. I go collect. I forgot. They don't auto-collect. I really wish they would. There's no reason why they shouldn't, especially in the new format of how they are. Kind of weird you still have to click collect on them. Never mind. Now let's go get the other 10. Oh, no, nice. Another 50 Dragonite. Actually need that more than ever. Oh, yeah, we get to use this Power Orb. Poor Power Orb. I wish they would replace that out for, like, a Pet Orb or anything of value. Or make Orbs of Power actually worthwhile, so it's actually loot. Oh, we also get 5 VIP keys, 40 glories, 20 gem keys, 16 event keys, some Dragonite that we desperately need right now, some more Curse Runes, and a useless orb in the current state of the game until they make it better. There we go. Alright, anyways. Next order of business. Let's go handle the code. And then let's go mess with PvP in the current state of the game, as we might not see it like this ever again. Though there is a mode in the new patch that is like this, it's just the teams that you're going to be seeing are quite a bit different. Oh, one second. I don't have my code thingy open. Because I made sure to restart the computer, so it wouldn't be laggy. And in doing so, I always forget to open the code menu. Let's see. Yes, it's, let's see. Oh, yeah, technically, depending on what time zone you're in, it's already Isabel's birthday. Yep, happy birthday, Isabel. It's likely tomorrow in our time zone. We'll sing happy birthday tomorrow night for it. And it's kind of funny because her birthday's on patch day this year. Let's see. Let me go get you guys a code. Also, we'll definitely hand out at least 3 codes tomorrow night. Between the patch, Isabel's birthday, everything else. There you guys go. Enjoy. Alright, so, let's see. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's go do some PvP. It's something I thought I would never say until this patch. But yeah, this is also the last day we ever get to do revenge fights. Revenge fights are being scrapped for the new system that's coming out tomorrow. You will no longer have revenge fights. It's a pretty dated mechanic that's just be completely wiped because it doesn't really do anything in the current state of the game. But basically how revenge fights work is you get twice as much gold for them, and you get a little bit extra glory. They're based on people who ended up fighting your defense team. But it's a very dated mechanic. Oh, you know what else we're not going to get anymore? We might not get random, your defend team's not going to give you, like, random gems anymore. One really absurdly old leftover mechanic in the game right now, I think it's finally being scrapped as of tomorrow, is whenever your defend team gets a 7 times cascade, you actually get the previous loot in the first year of the game, like 8 years ago, rather than the new loot. You get 1 gem instead of a treasure map. It is a very, very absurdly old mechanic before treasure maps even existed. It was a mechanic where you would end up getting it. But it is super absurdly dated. And I believe it's being scrapped as of next patch because you don't have such a thing as defend teams and such anymore. That's likely being completely scrapped. Finally. I never really did too much, but that doesn't mean we're going to get a few less gems every single week. I think on average you can get about 5 to 10 gems per week from it. Which obviously isn't a lot, but there's slightly less gems as of next patch. Not much of a nerf. Obviously we'll have that whole new PvP system and everything else, but there's a small gem nerf right there. Not really a relevant one, but a small one nonetheless. So it's going to get buffed immediately when the new kingdom comes out. The amount of extra gems you'll get from that new kingdom's tribute will pay for itself very quickly. Also, I'm trying to do this to find firebombs. We have not seen a single firebomb team. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I lied. There's a firebomb team. Like, teams like this will not exist for the most part going into tomorrow. Like, you might see them ever so occasionally. But they're basically going to be extinct as of tomorrow. Any team that's like multi-using firebomb or treasures or any of the other super weak team archetypes, they're finally gone as of tomorrow. But the harder teams will also be easier, as everyone will be running like super offensive teams that are really easy to counter with their own super offensive team. The only thing that's going to be really annoying, I feel like, are going to be the color days, oddly enough. Because you know everyone is going to run either Infinite Loop or Book. But I feel like the troop-type ones will be kind of interesting, like Orc and stuff like that. Those could be a little bit annoying if you don't have the better options, though. That's the only really bad thing I could see about the new PvP system. Oddly enough, it's not going to be as new player friendly. It's going to be really hard to engage in PvP if you don't have a lot of options. If you do have a lot of options, it'll basically just feel like normal PvP, if not easier. But if you're lacking a lot of options, it requires a lot of troops now. Because as I was mentioning before, right now, you can get away with just using the same team over and over again. Like, I can literally just use the same team before the whole stream if I wanted to without ever changing it. We'll be fine. Whereas in a new PvP system, you're going to need multiple teams. Almost like a dozen each week or however many it is. You're going to need a good, solid number of them. Whereas now you can kind of coast by with the same one, same two, same three teams. You're going to need to switch it up a lot more going into the next patch. Which can be a little harder to do if lacking specific options. You'll always have at least something to use because there's always low rarity things in every category that you can end up using. But it will limit you a bit more. If you're missing some key options for, like, let's say like Orc, for example. You're going to need like all the Empower ones. They're only epic rarity, but you know, if you're missing one of them, it could make the team quite a bit weaker. What's happening to Firebomb teams? Basically, PvP starting tomorrow is based on your offense teams. You will no longer be able to set a defense team. So everyone will be... Basically, the PvP fights that you'll be fighting are people's actual offense team. So if I use Thrall, Zolgoth, Catharix, and Leprechaun, and someone fights me later, they will be up against Thrall, Zolgoth, Catharix, Leprechaun. They will not be up against, like, 4x Firebomb or whatever my defense team might be set as. Which I'm not even sure what it is these days. I don't even bother changing it. I think it's one of my Guild War teams randomly right now because I was testing it. And haven't bothered changing it since I was testing whatever one it was. It was probably set to, like, my purple Guild War defend team or something. Actually, I am kind of curious. What is my what is my defend team set to? Because normally it's set to whatever I was last testing for Guild War. And yep, it literally is! It's literally my defend purple team. That's funny. I had a feeling it may have been, which is why I mentioned it. But it quite literally is my Guild War defend purple team right now. And I haven't changed it since I last tested my Guild War defend purple team. Or more so my offense team against my defense team. But going forward, it's based on what you actually use. If anyone ever fights you later down the line. Oh, it's gonna be annoying. He's actually using the thing that's immune to insta-kills, as I'm using an insta-kill team. I can actually lose here now that I think about it. Hold up. This team is as hard counter gets to what I'm using right now. I might legitimately lose this fight. One more skull will do it. There we go. Barely. Yeah, it's a super hard counter to a double insta-kill team, or even single insta-kill team. Oh, also, Tango Bomb. I was mentioning him in the weekly video this week, but I haven't mentioned him a single time during the stream. His usage is going to spike like crazy for green and yellow restriction, as well as possibly Fey or Elemental, particularly Fey. Because if you have to build a 4x Fey team against other people's 4x Fey team, he's going to be one of the go-to options, probably, for what you're going to be using. He's actually really strong. He has 33% score reduction, impervious, and triple damage. And if you pair him with Curse Stun, you'll be able to entangle them off of Elementals. You'll be able to stun them off of Elementals, and you'll be able to curse them off of whatever you decide to curse with on your yellow or green option. You can do it with Wand if you have absolutely nothing off a hero. And then, yeah, he's just going to wreak havoc on everything. His usage rate is going to spike up by like 5 times starting tomorrow. Particularly for green, yellow, Fey, and potentially even Elemental restrictions. So Elemental has a lot of other options. Fey, not so much. But Elemental, probably not as much. But depending on what our restrictions are, definitely at least for green, yellow, and Fey. I'm going to see a huge spike in his usage going into tomorrow. Not that he's not used right now. Obviously, we just saw him literally right now. But he's definitely going to become very popular. Same as Great King. Great King's usage rate is going to spike through the roof. Like, it's going to get 10 times more usage, if not more, starting tomorrow. As it's actually going to be absurdly good on Undead. Assuming that's a restriction. I'm not sure what types are or aren't restriction. I think they're doing 20 initially, they said, or something. Which isn't every troop type in the game, so I'm not sure which 20 it'll end up being ultimately. But it'll be really good for Undead, Brown, Purple, and Blue. Particularly Brown, Purple, and Blue in particular. Because unlike Guild War, where you're a pure color team and the enemy is not a pure color team, when you do, like, let's say, purple battles in a new PvP system, both your team and the enemy team will be pure color. So if you're doing purple, the enemy team will also be pure purple. Does this mean Book is going to get used? This means Grey King's going to get used. Anything that's really good against a full team of the same type is going to go and get a lot of usage. So obviously we'll see a ton of Books again, like, you know, we always do in color restrictions. But those will be used offensively now too. Before they were basically a purely defensive option, but now they are a offensive option you can actually get away with because your entire enemy team will be for the same color. But this also makes Grey King really good because you get 4 times silence, 4 times drain, 4 times everything, 4 times true damage to their entire team. Submerge does not counter it, so you will always get it down. It's going to be really good value. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what pans out. Like, troops that are already good and kind of used get even more uses, as well as just things you haven't really used that often starting to get some usage, depending on what the restrictions are. That's going to be a lot of fun to mess around with. Fortunately, still got to wait till tomorrow. But there's going to be a lot of team building, too. I'm still not sure. If any of you guys have any suggestions for how we should go over, like, doing teams in the future, do let me know. Because I still don't know how I'm going to go about doing teams for, like, I know what I'm going to build. Like, I pretty much know what I'm going to be building for most of the restrictions. I'm just not sure how to cover it every single week. I guess we'll kind of know as it rotates and just kind of see. But, we're going to need a lot more teams every week. Like, the normal, like, 8 to 10 I normally cover, that's going to be doubled going into the next patch. How many we're going to need from week to week. Just because of how many you're going to need just for PvP. Which is also going to make it kind of annoying how many team slots you're going to need for that. Especially if you have slightly fewer. I might need to keep, like, a whole Word doc or something of, or notepad thing of just copy-paste for all the PvP teams. Because we're going to need that many of them. Every single week. And I kind of don't want to waste all my slots. I need a skull. I know that would have done nothing there. I'm just trying to find a skull right now. Before he kills us. Come on, Leprechaun, you got this. Let's see. We do this just to try to clear the board. Come on, I need a skull. Literally one skull. Actually, technically, if we get a Doom Skull, that'll be enough too. If I just explode a Doom Skull, there we go. The struggle of fighting insta-kill with a insta-kill team. Oh yeah, might as well get 1.9k PvP rating in this new format. Actually, I would advise everyone doing that, by the way. Because if you don't get 1.9k PvP rating today... Oh, a Dragon Knight Gnome. I need that. Wait, I actually really need that. Hold up. Quick. We need to not only make sure we don't lose, but I also need to make sure that gnome dies. Wait, this is really important. Quick, kill the gnome. Kill the gnome before he runs. I think we're in the clear. Alright, now we just need to win against the insta-kill team. I mean, insta-kill immune team, I mean. Should be fine here. Oh, that's not ideal, though. Let me kill that. Really important we don't lose this fight, as we're currently starting to lose this fight. He's almost dead. Come on, let me Zolgoth. Let me Zolgoth. He's not gonna let me Zolgoth. No! He keeps barriering. Wait. We got a free skull. Wait. This is winnable. We got this. Oh, don't make me have to Leprechaun. All right, I think we're fine. We're fine. There we go. How much Dragonite is it? Come on, 50 or higher. 20. Boo, that's his lowest roll. But hey, it's still 20. It's 20 more than we had. But yeah, we actually do want to get 1.9k PvP rating. Because that system won't exist going into tomorrow. So might as well to get a bunch of free glory and glory keys and everything else. So I do highly advise getting 1.9k PvP rating before the patch tomorrow night. It's not that required, but you get a good handful of keys. And the system's going to be completely changed going in tomorrow. I'm still not sure why I'm running this team on PvP right now. I just figured why not. But it's not actually the greatest team to be running against most of these. Let's see. Let's get rid of you first, because you're so close to full mana. Then we get rid of you, because you actually do something. Then we get rid of you, because you pretend to do something. And then we get rid of you, because you're the only thing left. Hey, we got an Hourglass Gem. I think we needed it with all that. Also, I'm doing this to try to find Firebombs. We've seen like one Firebomb team this whole stream. Trying to find all the weak ones that we normally won't be able to see anymore. And magically, no one's running a weak team all of a sudden. They're not running strong teams either for the most part. They're not running the weak ones. I'll take that one over. Zolg off on hero just so we don't have to deal with that. Is that yellow? No, that was Dumax. I thought that was yellow book for a second. Oops, I thought that'd be enough to kill. Would have insta-killed if I would have known that. I said, hello, Haley. Hope all's been well. Welcome, welcome. Well, not quite. Even though you're still building pure color teams, the way that you would build it for this type of PvP would be way different than how you would build it for Guild War. Because for Guild War, you have to counter a team that's trying to counter you. For pure color, you can just counter them. Like, you don't have to build a counter to the counter. You just simply counter them. Like, the way that you... Basically, you have to build a team like you would for yellow defend day, but be restricted to yellow, if that makes sense. Like, you're almost building more into the team that you use defensively rather than what you use offensively when you're making your offensive team starting tomorrow. Because because you're countering the team. Like you're countering, let's say for like yellow, you're countering a yellow team. So you'd build more like how you build your defend team on yellow day rather than how you build your offense team on yellow day. Even though they could technically be the same thing. You know what, let's take the revenge fight. They're gone as of today or tomorrow. Might as well. So it'd be interesting how that dynamic changed. Like, you're basically building a defend team for Guild War, but it's restricted to a color. But you're using it offensively rather than defensively. It's a weird mix. Also, why am I trying to do that? Actually, he could easily kill us if we're not careful. It's a lot of skulls. How is this team killing us, yet the one that is stronger than this team didn't kill us? How did that work out? Wait. Hold up. How did that even happen? How did the team that is weaker... Or how is the team that is stronger against us die like 3 times, yet the one that is weaker against us didn't? Is this Hunter's Mark getting that much value? Apparently. Amazing what 2 times skull damage does. It is that one Null that is like way broken. I'm not sure why, but the lowest rarity Null is the strongest one. They, for whatever reason, made the rare Null stronger than like the epic one. It's kind of insane how strong that thing is. Because it has like 2 times, it has like Enrage, and it has like extra against green. Oh yeah, that's why I was hitting it so hard too. Hitting against the other green guy for like insta-kill. That would make sense. Yeah, I need to get 1.9k PvP rating. Something I normally don't do on Mondays anymore, but we are this Monday. But it's going to be fun. We got to build a lot of teams tomorrow. Got to build a lot of teams. It's going to feel weird building PvP teams again all of a sudden. Like, actually having to. As well as the fact that we'll have to change them into quite a bit different stuff than we normally would build. There is still a mode where you can build whatever, like you know in current PvP, like what we're doing right now. But that's only one of like several PvP modes in next patch. Like it's only like 10% of the battles you'll have to do. And I think you have to do like X amount in each category or something. I'm not sure exactly how that works. We'll see how that works once the patch comes out. But I think it actually makes you have to do like X number in each category over the course of the week or something similar. Because I don't think you can just camp one game mode for all of your points. You're actually going to have to switch it up between different ones. Wait, did he just get Infinite Loop Chalcedony on us? I didn't even realize he's using Infinite Loop Chalcedony. Yeah, we're dead. We're very dead. Right on the turn, I was about to win too. There it goes. One interesting thing. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say that's a pure brown team. It actually isn't. The Lord of Slaughter is not brown. Up right from Infinite Loop Chalcedony into Infinite Loop Secret, which is probably pretty popular this week due to her extra stats that she has. Oh, sorry, that was last week. Never mind. She's still good for some stuff this week though. Alright, let's go get our explosion. Or not last week. Wait, when was that? I thought she recently just had a buff. Or not a buff, but you know, a week where she was stronger. Alright, we'll take that over. Not that she isn't strong already by default. Get that out of the way. Okay, get that out of the way. We'll go for the other insta-kill because you're currently not targetable. Oh, don't keep summoning. That's not nice. I'm gonna have to re-kill everything. The fact that you're burned right now is actually a bad thing, not a good thing. Oh, you're webbed. Oh, do you do a free auto extra turn, though? Ran into a 5 times red that doesn't do anything. And can you please stop summoning? Is that actually going to be real? It keeps summoning every 5 seconds. I need to get like 2 insta-kills queued up and then kill it. Because otherwise that burn is going to keep summoning. I think it might even be poisoned, which keeps summoning. I know, it's not poisoned. It just looks like that because of the fairy fire. I just need Throw to die. Thank you, Throw. Alright, I just need my other guy to get 1 mana. And we should be good to go here. Can you please stop summoning, though? Alright, we'll do this. Which I should have left that one alive. Now I'm going to hit it with skulls. Which is not as good as just summoning there. Alright, I'm going to save Catherics. I think we won. I just insta-kill you. There we go. And if that didn't work, we had Catherics. Actually, probably should have Catherics first. Hey, there's that one Dryad pet. I already have it maxed, though. Alright, looks like 3 more PvP fights if we don't fail. Will get us there. Let me double check the Dryad just in case. Hey, Tribute's ready. Oh, it's been an hour already? Wow, that went by quick. Honestly, it's gonna go really quick. We're gonna, like, stream, like, 2-3 hours tomorrow, and it's gonna feel like 10 minutes. Okay, we did that. You're good to go. You're already maxed. Don't need to deal with you. Let's go finish up PvP, though. Let's go get 1.9k PvP rating. The last weekday we ever can do so. Did you see that the next Guild War is December 25th? On Christmas Day? Is it really? Oh, no. I guess they moved the time. So we're doing Guild War Christmas night. Oh, also, Christmas night, I'll be handing out the Christmas pet, by the way. Not Christmas Eve, but Christmas night. So the 29th, I mean the 25th, I mean. We'll be handing out the Christmas pet for this year. Or not for this year, but for, it's the 2018, 2019 one. The Shelf and an Elf is the one we're going to be handing out. No, I needed that. Come back. At least I got rid of his infinite loop, but still not ideal. Yeah, we'll kill that out. Oh, yeah, I should probably kill the guy that summons a billion things. That might help. Unfortunately, I have no way to kill him right now. Conveniently. There we go. Alright, 2 more fights. Actually, 1 more fight will do it if we win. We gotta go for the Firebomb. Oh, this might be the last Firebomb we ever kill. The last 4 times Firebomb team. Today's the last day we get to see it. Well, technically early tomorrow, but I'm probably not doing any PvP battles early tomorrow with how many we'll be doing tomorrow night. Yeah, this might be the last Firebomb team we ever see. At least for a long while. Unless someone just happens to have it set. Goodbye, Firebomb team. You will be missed. The long-standing tradition in Gems of War of setting the worst possible defend team as possible so that you can get more revenge fights. There we go. It's probably the last Firebomb we ever see. And it was what we got as the last 1.5k, or 1.9k as well. And then the system gets completely changed into tomorrow. And there's our 46 glory keys. Because, of course, the system that's been completely overhauled, and I would advise doing it today if you want some free loot, is this right over here. This will not exist going into later tomorrow. Not that system. This system. Where is it? This one right here. This one. These rewards are being completely overhauled for a new system. The 46 glory keys, the handful of glory, all that kind of stuff. Also, this one is as well, but I believe they're just adding loot to this, not actually taking away. So you'll still get this loot, but they're also going to be adding other loot. I wish they would make this a little bit better, because 100 gems for making first place in PvP is pretty pitiful. Also, how are people already at like 30, 40,000? Especially given that we're getting a PvP rework. They are aware of that, right? Because this score might get completely wiped going into tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. Like, whatever number you have here, I'm pretty sure does not carry over to the new system. And if it does, it's actually kind of broken. I don't believe it will, though. It's going to get wiped for the new VP system that they're going to be adding. So I'm pretty sure that score does not carry over into tomorrow, but who knows? Maybe it does. And they're ahead of the curve. Where do you see your PvP rating? Which one? Oh, it's going to be changed as of tomorrow. Like how this works, this PvP system. But you see it underneath the PvP tab, underneath stats. And you can see these little thingies. And you want to try getting 1.9k before tomorrow. As well as, well, that's kind of it. Everything else you can kind of just ignore. Also, I wonder if we'll be able to still see our ranking, our global ranking in the game. Because it's always fun seeing a number that says like 70,000 when we do like no PvP. Like some kind of absurd number. Right now it's a little bit higher because, you know, we did some PvP. But, you can actually see like what the active player count is a lot of times with that. I wonder if that will still be a thing. It might be. Because we're still going to have this leaderboard. It's just going to have different loot. Or there's also going to be a different leaderboard you could do. And this screen will be completely gone. As well as how this system works. This is a really dated system. You can tell by how bad the values are. Honestly, everything with PvP, you can tell how bad the values are, how dated it's been. Look at how small these numbers are. The 46 glory keys aren't too bad. Anyways, is there anything else we should be going over? Because otherwise, I think we're good to go until tomorrow night. We'll be covering a video on the Mythic at some point between now and tomorrow night, hopefully. Soon, TM. I'll be doing a midday stream, finishing up that one other game we've been doing, Dokapon Kingdom Connect. We should be finishing that out. I'll probably start it a little bit later, just so I can sleep in a little. Probably gonna start around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh wait, sorry. What was what was Isabel mentioning? Let's see. You're trying to ask Tacit if we have a vacation on next Guild War because it's Christmas. I feel like we should do Guild War if we were to do that. Oh no, I feel like we should still do. It doesn't take that long to do Guild War, but we need to at least win Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday's Christmas though, isn't it? No, it's on Monday. Wait, Christmas doesn't even fall on Guild War. First day of Guild War is the day after Christmas. Oh no, we'll still do Guild War. I'm not going to kick anyone who's like slacking on Guild War that week. But ideally, hopefully people will still do Guild War on like at least that Tuesday and Saturday so we can get the boost for that extra XP bonus thingy. But it's still a normal week. I don't know. It's not like it's literally on Christmas. I guess some people might still be away. I don't know. Guild War doesn't take that long, especially if you rush through the fights. Like if you rush them, each day is like what, 10 minutes? Plus you can save them all technically till the end. Though ideally still do Tuesdays on Tuesday. But you can technically just do Tuesday's battle on Tuesday, ignore it every other day, and then just do it for like an hour on the weekend on Saturday. And then you're pretty much good to go. Because Tuesday and Saturday are the two most important days to win Guild War. Alright, we have an XP boost. I'm going to be saving that for tomorrow night, since we're going to be doing so much PvP tomorrow. Like, we're probably going to be doing, like, upwards of 2 hours of PvP tomorrow night, I'm pretty sure. Assuming everything's working and not glitched out. But anyways, guys, I think we'll end it here for now until version 7.3. We'll have one more little small video just going over the Mythic that came out from this campaign. As of today and as of last week. We technically streamed it a little bit last week, but I do want to go over, like, some teams for it. Oddly enough, one of its best synergy troops is the new Gem Dragon, or the Celestial Dragon, coming out tomorrow, which I won't be able to show it with, but I will mention it. And whenever we do a team on that Celestial Dragon, I will be mentioning a team with Kronos, specifically. But we can't quite do that yet, but I'll still be mentioning, like, a Diamantina team with him, as it is still pretty good even with Diamantina. But it's going to be even better with the new Celestial Dragon. But mostly because its destroys will hit the hourglasses and have a lot of synergy, so it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. The synergy between it and the new Celestial Dragon is actually really strong. But yeah, we'll cover a video on him. And we'll have a little bit of a midday stream, finishing up Dokapon Kingdom. And we'll go from there. And then tomorrow night, we'll be doing all 7.3 related stuff. And then after that, we'll cover a billion videos going over everything in 7.3, as there'll be a lot of things to go over. Will I be streaming PvP? Yes, we'll be doing it for quite a bit tomorrow night. As well as pretty much every single night this week, I'm pretty sure. Trying to do the whole PvP system. Though, this week is Vault Event, don't forget. So, even though I'll be doing a lot of PvP tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, this weekend is probably just going to be standard Vault Event stuff. Like, we'll still do some PvP stuff, but it's mostly going to be Vault Event, because, you know, we got to go farm, especially if we don't have all those Celestial Dragons. I need to get as much Dragonite as we possibly can, so we can get all those Celestial Dragons. Hopefully we'll get lucky and have them by tomorrow, but luck will tell if we do or do not have them. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. See you all in version 7.3. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful week.